live with their phones. Everybody's got their phone with them all the time. And when you're driving, although you shouldn't be looking at your phone or texting, you do want to have it nearby and you don't want it flopping around. And with the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon JL, there's really not a good place to put your phone. You can't put it on an air vent because, you know, they spin around. There's just no support for it. I think this is supposed to be a phone holder, but it's not big enough. And cup holder, well, you need to put your cup there. So, you know, you could put it up here, but that's just going to get it launched the first time you hit a good bump. So what are you going to do with your phone? In order to solve that problem, we did this. This is the Bulletpoint Mounting Solution. Bulletpoint has one of the best products, highly rated, gives you a lot of flexibility and a lot of options to add on. So let's take a look and let's unbox this. This is the Bulletpoint Ruby Grid. It fits your Jeep Wrangler JL, JLU, and Gladiator JT platform. This actually is really easy to install, goes right over the dash opening in your Jeep. And then what you have is the flexibility to mount lots of different options. And this particular kit came with 2 mounting balls. And it comes with an arm with a phone holder, and then also a mount for a GoPro or camera, which is one of the things that was really important for us. But what we wanted to do is expand that a little bit because there's always 2 of us in the car and each of us has a phone. So what we did was we bought the additional ball, arm and full phone holder, and connectors also for that. So we expanded a little bit on what you can have, and now let's get it put together and put in the car. All right, this looks like a pretty easy installation, so let's see how fast it goes. Step 1 is just really pulling out this rubber mat. There's 2 small screws that are slanted that are down in here that are actually that mount to the dash. So that's the first thing, is just removing those. And Bulletpoint provides you with a tiny screwdriver just in case you don't have one. Easy as that. Next step is actually lining up where you want to put things on the grid. So we're gonna grab the grid, we're gonna grab a couple of the mounting balls to take a look at where we wanna mount the 3 things that we're mounting today, which is 2 phone holders with arms and 1 GoPro mount. So let's take a look at how we wanna arrange those. This is the grid that we were talking about from Bulletpoint. Really nice, like good quality steel, powder coated. It looks like it's gonna be, you know, long lasting. And we've already taken those screws out. So they recommend that you just place this in and then take a look at where do you want all of the things that you're gonna be mounting to sit. Our middle mount is actually gonna be a GoPro mount. So I think I'm gonna need to mount that a little bit more towards the middle and the front. So that way we can have it a little bit more centered when we're filming. Now I'm gonna go and actually put all the little screws and the nuts through here to secure these. I'm gonna leave them a little bit loose until I can really line it up and then finally tighten them. Okay, so we put everything on the grid the way we want it, lined it up, and now it's just really tightening it down. Again, we did a 3-ball mount, so 2 phones and 1 GoPro in the middle. They do give you really all the tools you're gonna need. They give you the tiny screwdriver, they give you this little attachment so you can actually hold on to the bottom bolts while you tighten from the top. So that's what I'm gonna be doing next, is just tightening these down so we're ready to actually go to mount. Bulletpoint's done an awesome job with quality. I mentioned before, it feels very heavy duty, feels sturdy for what we're gonna be doing. All of the ball mounts, these aren't plastic, they're all metal. So I feel really good about having this, once I install it, not having to deal with it again, unless I wanna move anything around and then maybe add another mount to it. So really feel like the quality in here is high, definitely worth it. Be careful where you buy these at. I did see some at some local kind of bigger brand off-wheel stores, and then I also saw some on Amazon, but Bulletpoint is definitely the highest quality. They also provide little rubber mats in between each one of the fittings everywhere in order to reduce rattle and increase security. So gotta hand it out to Bulletpoint. This is a quality product. Next thing we're gonna do is actually mount this before we add everything on. So let's go over to the car. Here we are, everything's ready to go. This just sits right in place. The screws are a little awkward to get to, honestly. So just a word of warning. It's an odd angle. I did read in the instructions that it's not unusual in the first 30 days to need to do some additional tightening. So don't throw out their little screwdriver until you're done if you don't have another one, which I'm sure you do. Now I'm gonna get the attachments and we're gonna actually mount them onto the Ruby grid and position them how we want. We mentioned we're doing a GoPro mount in the middle. We do a lot of filming with our Jeep, and the really nice thing about these, again, most of it's not plastic. This is metal. These fittings, this fitting and this here is plastic, but most of it is metal and really easy to install. So I'm just loosening this up in order to be able to fit over the ball mount. There we go. I'm actually gonna leave the bolt on the right side here, but with the mount facing forward for where I'd want my GoPro. Okay, so this is the arm that I just assembled, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the mount over here. I've got it pretty loose. I might need to make it a little bit looser to fit over the ball. Let's give this a try. And then this is the phone mount. I went with the kind that has the spring, makes it a little bit wider. I'll show you when I mount my phone into it, but it seems like it's got a really good grip. I didn't want to go with the magnetic mount because we actually rock crawl. And if Fins and Things taught us anything, it's that there's a lot of super, super bumpy areas. And I can't even imagine the strongest magnet holding on to my big old phone as it jiggles all over. So went with the wider grip, hoping that that actually holds my phone. And then this is just, again, loosening this up enough to fit the ball. Just a little bit more. There we go. And then tightening it down. So you can see how this really holds it out away from your dash. I've seen people where they actually have it resting on their dash. So if you want it to rest on your dash, you can. If you want it to be a little bit higher, again, don't block your view too much. But that is what it looks like. All right, this is my phone. It's an iPhone 13 Pro Max, so it's a larger phone. And that's also the other reason why I wanted to be able to get the grip, because I felt like it would hold it better. But look at that. This is like literally not going anywhere. No one's gonna be hitting my phone while we're driving, but you know, that really just says that is sturdy. I would feel totally comfortable having my phone in this while we were off-roading. So nice quality, sturdy. And again, this fancy tool, this is brilliant to really lock down. and tighten. It just gives you that extra turn that's gonna help keep everything in place. That's everything. Keep these in your car until you know you don't need to tighten anything else down, and enjoy mounting your phone and your cameras and not having anything fall off. Thanks for watching the install of this Ruby Grid phone mount with a GoPro mount from Bulletpoint. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. You can find me on TikTok. I'm She Explores Utah, or you can find more Jeep footage also on The Monty Show on TikTok, on YouTube. So if you go to themontyshow.com, and until then, enjoy your explorations.